episode on KOB TV, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am your host, Ken Johnson, and today we are talking about releasing the Kraken. Yep, that's what the word is on the street is they have released the Kraken. I know you're like, what the heck? Of course, the supercomputer is actually local to me. It's not far away from me. Uh, that's not why I get lots of information. It's the biggest, fastest computer in the world right now, probably as far as the supercomputer goes. Not quantum. I'm talking about super, like doing 1,000 trillion operations per second. But anyway, that's what they're using to investigate the corruption. And this will be a great win for true liberty and justice and integrity for the American people when the information is uncovered. And it's about to. Guys, you know I'm always right. So, and I always tell you ahead of time, like I tell you about Hammer or The Hammer in a few episodes back, but you know, you guys would pick up on it. Which would have led you to Scorecard, which would have led you to CIA, which would have led you to Dominion, and so they have the information they need, and Trump will be beating the globalists that have reigned supreme for 30, that's 20, yeah, right at 90 years. So it was time for a reset, and he's going to beat them. And Billy Goat at his game, you know who Billy Goat is, Bill Gates, and the entourage of elites, the big tech companies, the corrupt government officials. You know, he's been cleaning house for a long time now. So if you're against him right now, you're really not asleep, you're ignorant. You are ignoring the truth. And that's your fault. We've been telling you. So it's really, if he loses, you really disenfranchise America. If he wins, we reign supreme once again, maybe finally, at its only time. I don't know about the greatness before, but the world will know that we are the most independent, free-thinking country in the world, and the pen and the paper really matters here, the law, at least the Constitution. And so it's not really much to say more about that. You know, guys, I'm not really into politics. If you had any sense, you would know that you're not. The government was overthrown many years ago, subverted, and we're talking about in the 1700s, seven before independence, before 1776. But it was subverted, and the reign of terror is over once things hit the light, and I have full faith that it will. It already is. I know you see the article in the background. I'm wondering if you guys know anything about it. That this is proof of everything I've been saying. But, as far as the lab trial goes, I didn't really talk about it a lot because it didn't really matter. Because you guys aren't getting the information you're supposed to get anyway. But there's another. If the Ukraine actually wants him on Class A felony bribery charges, then um, there's no way he could possibly be president as a criminal, a wanted felon. So that's evidence right there without even a court, without even having court about the integrity of the vote. It's over with for him anyway. So if they don't even do anything further in court as far as voter integrity, if this is true, which will be in the description below, then POTUS is POTUS again. And of course, we said the police are listening now, because they realize if this global agenda goes through, you're talking about me taking my mom, my brother, my sister, my cousin, their friends and cousins and relatives to jail, and I can't stand alone. And they did say frontline workers. That means those guys, those people who are at the forefront of civil society, nurses, doctors, police officers, enforcers. And so they are starting to realize that this is something that they don't want any part of, and they are waking up. So, finally, the whole agenda is we have technology that we can release now, but because of the left and the deep state, which has controlled us for nearly 100 years, or right at 100 years, we've not been able to release stuff like that, like the electric car. It's a battle between the oil companies and technology, stuff like that. When the integrity of the vote is assured, then all of that stuff can be released. And the only way it can be assured is that the conclusion of the election goes to the true winner. And so, technically, Trump could win the court case and step down. He just wants to prove the corruption. But of course, he couldn't step down, because if there is corruption that he's proved, he'd have to clean it up. So that would mean another 4 years. So you really have to think about the integrity of your vote. And we're not even talking about, this episode is not about black people or white people. It's about everybody that lives in America that stands under the Constitution or wants to stand under the Constitution. So technology will be able to come out then. Lots of information will be able to come out then, because you'll be able to vote. Your voice will be heard. You won't have to feel subverted and being controlled, and the feel of the tyrannical tyrants. That's kind of so that's really it. If this from OAN is real, then you can look forward to a second term. But the pharmaceuticals are the one who pays for it. That's, the pharmaceuticals, the biggest industry in America, technically, is drugs. And so It's really about drugs and keeping people asleep and keeping people on drugs. That's what it is, really keeping them asleep, because they haven't found a way to do it any other way besides giving them drugs. And so you can dumb a person down as much as you want, but common sense and direct observation uh, will certainly shed light to the true nature of the scenario that you're in. That's about it, guys. It's technology, or go ahead and continue to live suppressed in a suppressed world where information can't be trusted and everybody's an agent and nobody stands for truth and honor and that word I've been using for a long time, for the past week, integrity. So that's it, guys. Like the video, share the video. I always have those secret like you'll get the chance maybe to see the codes in the ballots. So much information that you guys have been kept from, but that's why I'm able to report it today, because it's about to really hit the fan, and so I'm not worried that I'll get struck or anything like that with a strike. I'm not the one who's saying this. It's this. That's just magnificent to see stuff like that. But it's over with. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.